Hey, so let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten breakfast, felt totally fine, and then about 2 hours later, out of nowhere, you're exhausted, irritable, and you can't stop thinking about food? Like your brain just shut down, and your body started screaming at you? That's not a willpower problem. That's a blood sugar crash. And the wild part? The breakfast you thought was healthy probably caused it. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what's happening inside your body in those first few hours of the morning, which foods genuinely keep your blood sugar stable all day, and why this matters for every single person watching this, not just people with diabetes. The global blood sugar problem. Let's start with some context, because the numbers are staggering. According to the International Diabetes Federation, over 537 million adults worldwide are currently living with diabetes, projected to hit 783 million by 2045. But what gets talked about even less are the hundreds of millions more who are in a pre-diabetic state and don't know it. The CDC estimates that in the US alone, roughly 98 million adults have prediabetes, and over 80% are completely unaware. And this isn't just a Western problem. Blood sugar dysregulation is climbing across Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Sub-Saharan Africa too. Here's the key thing. What you eat for breakfast sets your metabolic tone for the entire day. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the glycemic response from your first meal can influence blood glucose control for up to 12 hours. Your breakfast isn't just breakfast, it's your first domino. Why blood sugar spikes matter. When you eat something that rapidly breaks down into glucose, white toast, sugary cereal, fruit juice, pastries, your blood sugar shoots up fast. Your pancreas floods your bloodstream with insulin to bring it back down. The problem is, it often overcorrects. Blood sugar crashes, cravings hit, fatigue, brain fog. You eat again, the cycle repeats. Over time, this daily roller coaster puts real stress on your insulin-producing beta cells. A study in the journal Diabetologia found that repeated post-meal blood glucose spikes are independently associated with increased cardiovascular disease risk, even in people with normal fasting glucose. So we're not just talking about diabetes. We're talking about your heart, your brain, your energy, and your quality of life. The breakfast villains. The most popular breakfast foods globally are almost universally blood sugar disasters. Sweetened cereals have a glycemic index often above 70, similar to pure glucose. Orange juice, with its fiber stripped out, spikes blood sugar, comparably to a can of soda, and low-fat flavored yogurt often has 20 to 25 grams of added sugar per serving. It's essentially dessert with a wellness label. A 2019 study in Cell Metabolism fitted 1,000 participants with continuous glucose monitors and found that across the board, processed, grain-based breakfasts were among the worst offenders for blood sugar spikes, regardless of the individual. The science of a stable breakfast. So what does a blood sugar stabilizing breakfast actually look like? And why does it work? 3 nutritional pillars consistently come up in the research: protein, fiber, and healthy fat. These 3 slow gastric emptying. How quickly food leaves your stomach, which slows glucose absorption into the bloodstream. No spike, no crash. A study in Nutrition and Metabolism found that a high-protein breakfast reduced post-meal glucose and insulin responses by an average of 28%, compared to a high-carbohydrate breakfast. Protein also stimulates the release of GLP-1 and peptide YY, gut hormones that signal fullness, which is why you're not raiding the kitchen 2 hours later. Soluble fiber, found in oats, legumes, chia seeds, and flax seeds, forms a gel in your digestive tract that physically slows glucose absorption. A meta-analysis in the British Medical Journal found that diets high in soluble fiber were associated with significantly lower fasting, glucose, and HbA1c levels. That's your 3-month blood sugar average? That's not a short-term fix. That's a structural shift in how your metabolism works. Real quick, if this is useful so far, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this information. And this is exactly the kind of thing that can change someone's health trajectory. Okay, back to it. What to actually eat. Now let's get practical. And the beautiful thing here is that the principle is universal. Even if the foods look different depending on where you live, eggs are probably the most consistently supported breakfast food in the research. High protein, healthy fat, zero glycemic impact. A study in the International Journal of Obesity found that people who ate eggs for breakfast consumed significantly fewer calories at lunch, compared to those who ate a bagel with identical calories. And eggs appear in breakfast traditions worldwide: boiled, fried, in shakshuka, in congee, in dosas. The flexibility is real. Whole oats, not instant, not flavored, have a glycemic index of around 55 and are rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber shown in multiple trials to meaningfully reduce post-meal glucose spikes. Pair them with protein like plain Greek yogurt or a boiled egg, and you dramatically improve the outcome compared to oats alone. Avocado deserves a mention too. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that adding half an avocado to a meal reduced post-meal insulin response by 20% in overweight adults. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia, flax, work similarly. Even a small serving of almonds before breakfast has been shown in randomized, controlled trials to lower post-meal blood glucose for people across South Asia, the Middle East, and Africa, where nuts and seeds already feature in morning food traditions. This is genuinely good news. And fruit. Whole fruit is not the problem. A whole apple has a glycemic index of around 36 because the fiber slows sugar absorption dramatically. Blend it into juice and most of that protection disappears. Eat your fruit whole. Pair it with fat or protein. Problem largely solved. The timing dimension. One more layer that doesn't get enough attention. Timing. Research in the journal Obesity found that people who ate a larger breakfast and smaller dinner had significantly better blood sugar control throughout the day. Even when total calories were identical, your insulin sensitivity is higher in the morning, meaning your body handles glucose more efficiently earlier in the day. And there's solid evidence that a 10-minute walk after breakfast can reduce post-meal glucose spikes by up to 30%. You don't need a gym. You just need to move. Putting it all together. So what does this actually look like on a plate? Eggs with half an avocado, whole oats with walnuts and berries, plain full-fat yogurt with chia seeds and a sliced apple, a savory bowl with legumes, a boiled egg and vegetables, smoked salmon with cucumber and flax seeds. These exist in food cultures all over the world. None of them require a nutrition degree or an expensive grocery store. The common thread is simple protein plus fiber, plus healthy fat without refined sugar and processed grains first thing in the morning. Blood sugar stays steady, energy holds, hunger is managed, brain works, and over time, your metabolic health improves in ways that show up in blood work and in how you actually feel day to day. I know nutrition advice can feel overwhelming and contradictory, but the blood sugar piece really isn't controversial in the research. The science is solid, consistent, and replicated across populations and cultures worldwide. The best breakfast for stable blood sugar is just food that works with your biology instead of against it. If you want to go deeper, intermittent fasting, sleep and blood sugar, culturally specific food breakdowns, drop it in the comments. I read them, and your questions shape what I make next. And if this helped you at all, please subscribe. Everything I put out here is grounded in real science, not trends, and there's a lot more coming. I'll see you in the next one.